Michael Brown, stand by for a minute. I want to bring in our Brian Entin. He is in Asheville, North Carolina, where residents say they feel, some of them, feel let down by FEMA. Brian, what are you seeing there?
Yeah, Dan, we've spoken to both Democrats and Republicans. The people here that we've talked to, we're right outside Asheville, a little town called Swannanoa. They say politics shouldn't be involved. They feel forgotten. They feel like they're not getting the help they need. Much of the town looks just like this. It's a total mess. Listen to a little bit of what we heard today.
What about the people in the tents? What are they going to do?
It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. We got to get those folks out of those tents and then those FEMA campers. How's it going to happen?
I had to rent this so that we would even be able to use the bathroom.
So you had to pay for that yourself?
Yes. Yeah, it's $130 a month to rent one.
There's times we don't get fresh meat because there's no way to keep it cold. Because you got to choose between heating the house with a generator, especially the ones who have kids, and keeping the food cold.
Temperatures are going to start getting in the 30s at night. We're afraid of more hypothermia, folks that are living in the mountains, and there's probably going to be more bodies laying around if we don't start getting these people in some level of temporary housing.
And that's really the concern, Dan. It's not the summer anymore, like when the hurricane hit. It's winter, it's cold out here, it's getting into the 30s at night, and there are a lot of people in tents that we've seen and in these non-insulated RVs who say they've been trying to get the FEMA assistance, but there's so much red tape. They're up in the mountains, they're in these little towns, they're hard to get to, and they just feel lost at this point.
Yeah, and my heart breaks for these folks. I've been talking about this since before we even saw the pictures, that I was hearing from people that it was way worse than a lot of people knew. Brian, thank you. But let me bring back former FEMA Director Michael Brown. Obviously, your heart must break for these people as well, but I've also got to believe that anytime there is a major calamity, that people there sometimes feel that FEMA isn't delivering for them. A, is that fair? B, what more can FEMA do?
I think it is fair. And based on what I read earlier, based on your producer sending me information, I did some digging to find out what was going on. And it's absolutely unacceptable, Dan. There's no reason that you can't put up staging areas where you could start moving in FEMA trailers. You could mission assign things to the Department of Defense to start moving supplies in. I mean, the woman that's renting a porta potty for $130 a month and she's having to do that, this country can do better than that. And I can just assure you that it's just unacceptable. If I had found my team not doing those kinds of things, I mean, heads would be rolling. It's just unacceptable.
Well, look, let's hope that by spotlighting this, that people will realize that the folks, they need help there, and it's just critical. Michael Brown, thank you so much for your time. Really important topic.
Thank you, Dan.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.